Your Majesty, this is the third time you have met with the Scottish Parliament. We're honoured that you join us again today. Falches fuan orif irmorach ginahanshav kalari Parliament na halapa. 4 years ago, Your Majesty, our First Minister, Donald Dewar, spoke movingly of the challenges which are facing Scotland. He spoke of the echoes of the past, the shout of the Welder and the Clyde, the speak of the Mearns, the discourse of the Scottish Enlightenment, the wild cry of the great pipes, the distant din of battles in the days of Bruce and Wallace. On that day, we sought to give Scotland a future for her past, a Scotland guided by the words engraved in your gift of our mace, wisdom, justice, compassion, integrity. A Scotland in which this Parliament would be a new voice in the land. The day we sat for the first time was a day of great expectations, a day when some thought Scotland might be transformed straight away. But as you remarked in Aberdeen last year, Your Majesty, we Scots, after a parliamentary adjournment of some 300 years, were never going to build a new political culture overnight. And so we enter our second Parliament, a bit wiser, hopefully more realistic, needing to concentrate on what really matters, certainly more diverse. Looking round this rainbow chamber, no one can say that Holyrood is a pale reflection of Westminster. Yes, we are shaped in the great traditions of British democracy, but we've also drawn on the experience of the Commonwealth, and in all our diversity, we look distinctly European. In this rainbow legislature, Your Majesty, I have the task of ensuring fair shares. There will certainly be days when I think back with nostalgia to the powers of my predecessors in the old Scots Parliament to have recalcitrant members escorted out by the Lord Lion to the Market Cross, and there, in the presence of the lieges, to be publicly castigated according to the orders of the time, to the sound of silver trumpets. But the sheer diversity of this Parliament holds promise of new ways of doing Scottish business. There is a new voice in the land. It can offer new perspectives, new insights into how we create an enterprising and compassionate Scotland, into how we fit into Britain, into Europe, and into the globalized society of the contemporary world. Your Majesty, our First Minister now has a mandate to take forward his programme of government. It will be the task of this Parliament to subject that programme to full scrutiny. We shall do so in accordance with our founding principles. We shall be accessible to the people of Scotland. We shall continue our open door policy and shall work in full partnership with the people. We shall be accountable. We shall work in transparency, making clear why decisions have been reached and where money has been spent. We shall practice equal opportunities. This is a land where all, regardless of origin and belief, are Jock Tamson's bairns, and we shall continue to share power between executive, between Parliament and people. The great change in the past 4 years is that if we make mistakes, they are now largely our mistakes. Lastly, Your Majesty, our Queen of Scots, the key challenge of the next 4 years is to build confidence in this Parliament as the place where the issues of devolved Scots life are clearly delineated, properly debated, thoroughly scrutinised, and finally decided. Your Majesty, I now invite you to address Parliament.
Presiding Officer, First Minister, members of the Scottish Parliament. It is a pleasure to be invited to address this Parliament again, and to do so once more here on the Mound in Edinburgh. In your remarks, Presiding Officer, you referred to the challenges facing this new diverse legislature. That diversity reflects the nature of Scottish society. There are many different traditions represented in this chamber, and each can contribute to the shaping of Scotland. Throughout this nation's long